The attempted assassination of former President Trump sent shockwaves through the nation. This harrowing event cast a long, ominous shadow over American democracy, shaking the very core of our political landscape. The shocking attempt on the life of a former president raised urgent and unsettling questions about the security of our leaders and the robustness of our political system. It forced us to confront vulnerabilities we had perhaps taken for granted. In the aftermath, all eyes turned to the United States Secret Service, the agency entrusted with the monumental task of protecting the nation's highest-ranking officials. Their role, always critical, now faced unprecedented scrutiny. Director Kimberly Cheatle's testimony before the Oversight Committee became a pivotal moment in this unfolding drama. It offered a rare glimpse into the agency's immediate response to the crisis and their plans to prevent future threats. The nation held its breath as Director Cheatle stepped forward to address the committee. Her every word was awaited with bated breath as the country sought reassurance and clarity. The attempted assassination was not merely a failure of security protocols, it was a profound breach of trust. It highlighted the fragility of the systems we rely on to protect our leaders and maintain public confidence. In the wake of the attack, the American people demanded answers, accountability, and a clear, actionable plan to ensure such an event never happens again. Public outcry was loud and persistent, reflecting the deep-seated fear and anger that had gripped the nation. Director Cheatle's opening remarks were somber and measured, reflecting the gravity of the occasion. Her demeanor was one of solemn responsibility, acknowledging the weight of the moment. She began by expressing her deepest condolences to the victims of the attack, acknowledging the pain and fear that rippled through the nation. Her words were a balm to a grieving country, offering a moment of collective mourning. Her words were a poignant reminder of the human cost of this heinous act. They served as a call to action, urging us to remember the lives affected and to strive for a safer, more secure future for all. Director Cheatle's testimony was marked by a stark admission of failure, a moment that resonated deeply within the halls of the Secret Service. She acknowledged that the Secret Service had fallen short of its fundamental duty to protect former President Trump, a lapse that had significant implications for national security. This candid acknowledgement of responsibility stood in stark contrast to the often defensive posture adopted by officials in similar situations, highlighting a rare moment of transparency. Director Cheatle understood the gravity of the situation and the need for the Secret Service to take full ownership of its failings, recognizing the impact on public confidence. The American people deserved to know what went wrong and that steps were being taken to prevent such a tragedy from ever happening again. This transparency was crucial for maintaining trust. Her willingness to confront the agency's shortcomings head-on was a crucial first step in rebuilding public trust, setting a precedent for accountability. Director Cheatle emphasized the Secret Service's commitment to learning from this experience and emerging stronger, ensuring that such failures would not be repeated. She outlined a series of immediate actions taken to address the security breach, including a comprehensive review of all protective protocols and the implementation of new strategies. And enhanced training for agents, focusing on both tactical skills and situational awareness to better prepare them for future challenges. In the immediate aftermath of the assassination attempt, chaos ensued as emergency vehicles rushed to the scene and Secret Service agents quickly mobilized. The Secret Service sprang into action, demonstrating their training and readiness to handle such critical situations. Director Cheatle detailed the swift steps taken to address the security breach, emphasizing the importance of rapid response and coordination to apprehend those responsible. The agency launched a full-scale investigation, leaving no stone unturned in their quest for answers. Working with the FBI and other law enforcement agencies, they meticulously gathered evidence and tracked down suspects, ensuring a comprehensive approach. Recognizing the need for both internal and external accountability, Director Cheatle initiated a multi-pronged investigative approach to cover all aspects of the incident. This approach included a detailed review of existing security measures and the development of new strategies to prevent future breaches. Internally, the Secret Service launched a comprehensive review of its security protocols, scrutinizing every detail to identify any weaknesses. Externally, the Secret Service collaborated closely with the FBI, leveraging their expertise and resources. The FBI took the lead in investigating the assassination attempt as a potential act of domestic terrorism, conducting interviews and following leads. This joint investigation ensured a thorough examination of the events leading up to the attack, leaving no detail overlooked. Director Cheetle emphasized the importance of transparency and accountability throughout the investigative process, keeping the public informed. Her commitment to striking this delicate balance reflected the agency's determination to learn from its mistakes, improve its protocols, and emerge stronger and more prepared for future challenges. Director Cheetle provided the committee with a detailed overview of the Secret Service's multi-layered security approach. This multifaceted approach involves a combination of advanced technology, rigorous training, and meticulous planning. The outermost layer of this protective shield is intelligence gathering and analysis. The Secret Service employs a vast network of analysts who work tirelessly to identify and assess potential threats. The next layer of defense involves physical security measures. The Secret Service conducts thorough security assessments of any location where a protectee is scheduled to appear. At the heart of the Secret Service's protective detail is a highly trained cadre of special agents. These men and women undergo rigorous training in firearms proficiency, defensive tactics, emergency medicine, and threat assessment. Section 5. The importance of partnerships, a shared responsibility. Director Cheetle emphasized that the Secret Service cannot operate in a vacuum. Protecting national leaders requires seamless collaboration with federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies, intelligence communities, and private sector entities. The agency relies heavily on its partnerships with local law enforcement agencies, who provide invaluable support in securing event venues and managing crowds. The Secret Service also works closely with the intelligence community to gather and analyze information about potential threats. By pooling resources and expertise, these agencies can develop a more comprehensive understanding of the threat landscape. In today's interconnected world, the Secret Service also recognizes the importance of partnering with private sector entities, particularly in technology and cybersecurity. Section 6. Navigating an evolving threat landscape. Director Cheetle painted a sobering picture of the evolving threat landscape confronting the Secret Service. The agency faces challenges from lone wolf attackers radicalized online to sophisticated international terrorist organizations. One significant challenge is the rise of extremism and political violence fueled by online echo chambers and disinformation campaigns. Social media platforms have become breeding grounds for hate speech and calls for violence. Another concern is the increasing sophistication of domestic and international terrorist organizations. These groups are adept at using technology for recruitment, communication, and illicit activities. The Secret Service must constantly adapt its training and tactics to counter these evolving threats. Section 7. Resources and readiness, the need for investment. Director Cheetle was candid in her assessment of the agency's resource needs. She emphasized that the Secret Service requires adequate funding, personnel, and technology to effectively carry out its mission. This includes investing in cutting-edge security technologies and expanding the agency's ranks with highly qualified personnel. One pressing need is for continued investment in technology. The Secret Service relies on sophisticated technologies to protect those entrusted to its care. Equally important is the need to recruit, train, and retain highly qualified personnel. Beyond recruiting new agents, the Secret Service must also invest in the ongoing training and development of its existing workforce. Section 8. Lessons learned, a commitment to continuous improvement. Director Cheetle emphasized the Secret Service's commitment to continuous improvement. She acknowledged that the agency must learn from its mistakes and adapt to evolving threats. One key takeaway from the assassination attempt was the need for enhanced intelligence gathering and analysis. The Secret Service must be able to identify and assess potential threats before they materialize. Another important lesson was the need for increased situational awareness. The Secret Service must be aware of its surroundings at all times and be prepared to respond to a wide range of potential threats. The agency must embrace innovation and be willing to adapt its tactics and technologies. This includes exploring new ways to leverage technology for protective purposes and being open to new ideas and approaches.